So I'm just wanting to film a tutorial, and this will be my first tutorial that I actually promised to post. I film a lot and I'm too scared to post, but this is my version of a smoky eye that I like to do. I guess it's not my version, I didn't make it up. But this is my favorite type of smoky eye because I have protruding eyelids and they're quite round. This is like the best look on my eyes, but I think a lot of people can pull this off. So if you're bored of like your normal eyeshadow routine or eye look, maybe try this out, and I bet you'll really enjoy it. It's a bit of a halo smoky eye if you've ever done one of those. It's really easy. You can do this with any eyeshadows or eyeshadow base that I'll explain in the video, but yeah, if you want to learn how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, we're going to start with an eyeshadow base. Normally I use a concealer. I have very dry skin, and a concealer with some setting powder to set or to prime my eyes works great. So if you have oily lids, I would try something like the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This will make your eyeshadow last a lot longer, especially if you have oily lids or transfer, if your mascara seems to transfer up, or your eyeliner. Use something like this first. But I do have some concealer and then some powder to set it. You want to make sure that you always set concealer on your eyelid, and you can use some sort of a eyeshadow, like a white eyeshadow, to like set it. So then your eyeshadow will blend really easy and go on really smooth. So I only did that on this part of my lid because we're going to be putting on a base. It's just a MAC paint pot, and this one's in Constructivist, and it's this like chocolatey brown color. And so yeah, let me zoom you in so you can just see my eyes. I obviously have my face makeup done, so let me zoom you in. So we're gonna start with an eyeshadow base. I'm just gonna dip into my paint pot like this, and we're gonna apply it to our lid. And you don't need a brush for this, like you can use your finger, but just to like get it on there, I'm gonna use a brush. So normally when I do a smoky eye, I don't do my face makeup first, because if there's any fallout, it will just like get all over your like freshly make-upped face. So you can put setting powder underneath your eye, but I would suggest if this is your first smoky eye, or it's like your first time doing this look, I would do your eyes first before your face makeup. And then also one thing to notice is that I have a lot of lid space. Most women have like half as much as I do. And so if I was doing this on a client that had much smaller eyelids, I would not bring it near as far. So my crease is all the way up here. A reason why I like darker shadows on my lids is to make them appear smaller. So I wouldn't bring it up as far as me. So go up to the crease and stop there, wherever that is on you. We're just making sure that it's blended out really nicely, and because it's a cream product, the warmth of your finger will help blend it out and look smooth. And having a colored base is going to make your makeup or your eye look last a lot longer and be a lot richer and deeper. Even though I have really good eyeshadows, I want this to last all day because powder does fade throughout the day, even like the best of the best. I have very like high-end eyeshadows, and it does fade just a little bit. But you can use any type of makeup. I really like drugstore and high-end, and so I think a dupe for this would be the Maybelline Color Tattoos. the leather collection is more matte like this, but you could do a shimmery one as well as a base. And next I'm going to take the same paint pot or whatever base you're using and use like a smaller pointed pencil brush. And I'm gonna run this along my lash line really close to it. And this, I think, makes a really dramatic smoky eye. If you've never put shadow or anything under your lower lash line, you're gonna love it because it ties your look together and makes your eyes look finished and really framed. So I'm not putting a whole lot because we will go in with like a powder after, but we're just gonna go with that, okay? And then next we're gonna take a crease brush, and I'm going to use mostly Makeup Geek shadows, and they're just in my Z palette, but you can use any that's similar in shade. For your crease, you can do like peachy tones or like light browns, and I think that's a go-to easy one. You can use any color really, but I'm gonna go with this light brown color right here. And we're going to go into the crease and we're gonna diffuse the edge of that base. And then also, I'm gonna put a little bit more and we're gonna go down underneath. And if this scares you, like, you know, becoming a raccoon, you can use a smaller brush and you can run it along. And you can, you're just gonna try and blend out that cream shadow. You might have to move quickly depending on your base if it dries too fast. So maybe just do one eye at a time. This one doesn't dry too fast, so I can do both at the same time. I am not too big on sharp lines. A lot of girls have very sharp, dramatic eyeshadow, and it's beautiful. I personally like something a little more messy, but not messy, you know, like a put together messy, super blended out and uniform, so nothing too sharp. Okay, next I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna take a darker shade, something just like a little bit richer and deeper, maybe this one, and I might mix it with this warmer brown right here, mix those two. You just want like a deeper brown color, and we're gonna make this pretty smoky. And this is a technique that I've been taught. It's called a halo effect, and so you're only gonna apply this deeper shadow on the outside right here and on the inner corner. I know it's scary, but we're gonna leave this middle part blank. And you'll connect it in the crease and make sure it's narrow and not to bring it up too high. And then you can kind of bring it out to like a little bit of a cat eye on this end, but deepen it up. Now that we've deepened up the outer corner and inner corner and made that little like rainbow, we're gonna take a flat brush, a flat shader brush, something like this, anything like that. So I'm gonna take this shadow right here and just dip my brush into it, and then I'm gonna spray it with MAC Fix Plus to foil it a little bit more, or you can use eye drop. We're gonna put this in the center where we left that blank, and it's going to foil the shadow. And this is gonna bring forward the middle part of your lid. So if you wanted to and did like a basic like smoky eye, you could do this in the inner corner, but this is gonna be the center of our lid because I'm putting it here. There's a little bit of fallout from this, but see how that like foils really well. The trick is not to like cover your whole lid in this, even though I want to, because it will look good. We'll blend out the edges. Just be patient and layer it up. So you can do this with any shimmery shadow. And then I'm going to just take that, either that crease brush or that smaller one that we deepen the sides with, and we're just going to like soften the edges a little. Okay, so I just messily smudged this into my lash line, top and bottom. So another thing with putting eyeliner in your bottom lash line, if you have very small eyes, you can use a nude or white eyeliner. Rimmel makes really good ones from the drugstore. I'd pick one of those up. They're only a couple dollars. To put in your lower lash line. I'd still do black on your upper, and then add the shadow up beneath it to make your eyes appear bigger and open. And then you can still have a smoky eye, but not have such closed off eyes. And now we're going to take that same smaller brush, definer brush, and use maybe a little bit of black eyeshadow and the dark brown, just kind of mix them together because you don't want to like ruin what you've done. And so I'm just going to smudge this on top. So what you can do to make your eyeliner last longer, especially if it's a pencil liner or any type of gel, is to set it with a black eyeshadow. And I like doing this even sometimes with liquid, just to guarantee that it will stay matte and not flake off. But anything that's like a pencil or gel, always set it with a eyeshadow, a black eyeshadow, and it will like not budge. So again, this is a reason why you don't do your face makeup before, because it is messy, but I didn't want to scare you guys with my bare face. Okay, now that we're super smoked out, just one more thing before we put on mascara is we're going to highlight a little bit. Because it's so dark, it's good to highlight your inner corners to brighten your eyes. But this is going to help make your smoky eye look a little less dark. And then if you feel like you have brought your shadow up too high towards your eye, like your brow bone, you can go back in with like a white or a lighter shade and highlight your brow bone. Really smoky. And then I'm going to put on mascara and some lipstick and some highlight, and then show you the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I just applied mascara and some highlighter and a lipstick. If you want, you can apply falsies. I am not a huge falsie girl. Like, putting on lashes is just kind of a pain, and I wear contacts and that's already uncomfortable already. So I don't normally wear them, but this would look stunning with fake lashes, or if you have lash extensions, obviously you're good. But I just wanted to quickly say that this is my favorite mascara. It's comparable to the Benefit Roller Lash, but this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and this is high-end. This is closer to like $20 something, and this is around like $8, I think, and sometimes it's on sale for less. And this is very similar to each other. So this is my favorite high-end, but this is my go-to ride or die mascara. I hope you guys like this look. Let me know if you guys try it out. I would love to see pictures, so just tag me on Instagram or text me, because most of you guys are my friends. But yeah, hope I did well on my first tutorial and it looks good. I'm a little bit nervous, so yeah.